Hello everybody, and this is Triple-0 and this is my Let's Play of Kirby's Dream Land. There's not really much else to say here on the title screen, as that would just bore you to death, so let's get started. So anyway, as this is just going to be a normal Let's Play of Kirby's Dream Land, I'm not really going to be doing anything crazy. However, once I'm done with this game, I plan on playing this game multiple times after that, with various challenges, such as decreasing my life bar. Anyway, here we are at the first mini-boss, which I believe is called Poppy Brothers Senior. I don't see anyone else around, though. I guess I'm just gonna try to go through this section as fast as I can, making a short stage even shorter. And this is a very short stage. The game is only 5 stages long, and the first stage especially is very short. Anyway, here is our first main boss fight, also known as Whispy Woods, also known as a tree. Anyway, we just, shoot the apples back at him, and let's hit him in the schnoz. Alright, looks like we got him. Now, as you might have noticed, I actually took damage, and that's because I accidentally waited too long after I stopped recording and I didn't pause. So anyway, let's just continue on here. So we got a microphone, and unlike later Kirby games where that's a unique ability you can get from swallowing a microphone enemy, here's just an item that you swallow and spit out and it'll destroy all the enemies on the screen. And here's another item, the bomb. Oh, I just stuck under that guy. And, okay, so there's another item, the invincibility candy, which, well, you can pretty much see for yourself. And here we have the second mini-boss of the game. Anyway, we beat him, and instead of last time where we got to continue on naturally, it just teleports us, I guess. Anyway, if we go up here, we see that we're surrounded by various undead beings. So if we go in here, we see a drink, which is really useful for me right now, and a super spicy curry. Now what this does is it lets you spit out fireballs, which will let you get out of this situation easy. And so now that I think about it, now that I'm explaining all this, this really seems like the power-ups introduction level. But I'm probably not the first person to have noticed this, like, item thing that's going on in this level. Anyway, so here we have the second boss of the game. We drop down here. And that is the second level. How did I get her? What? And in here we should find an extra life. Actually, I think there's like another secret area up here. But instead it just seems to have one of those maximum tomatoes. Anyway, we've got yet another super spicy curry, and we can use it to get in here. And as you can see, the water will actually douse the flames inside of Kirby. I don't know how going inside of water is supposed to help you with something like that, as I believe the burning is happening internally inside of Kirby, but oh well. Alright. So this is a unique scene. Despite this being an ocean-themed level, the boss of this area is actually sky-themed. And in fact, this is the only level in the game, except for level 5, that doesn't have a particular mini-boss. Anyway, that was easy, and we got the star. Or rather, it's called a sparkling star. Okay, so these guys are Scarfies. They're pretty unique enemies because they're generally pretty peaceful, but if you try to swallow them, they'll turn into these weird, evil things. I believe in the Kirby anime, in one of the episodes, DDD actually had one of those guys as pets. Not one of those guys, but a lot of them. And they, like, self-replicated or something. Anyway, one of the most disappointing things about this game is that, as you can see, these guys aren't giving me the cutter ability, and there aren't any other actual abilities in this game as well. Like, that guy's not giving me the beam ability. However, that ability wasn't thought of until Kirby's Adventure for the NES. And this game still is a pretty good game, if a little short and if a little basic. And it does have a lot of replay value because of its various settings. You see, once you beat this game, it'll give you a cheat code that allows you to unlock Extra Mode, which basically has enemies dealing more damage, the bosses have harder patterns, and the enemies in general have harder patterns, and there's even some brand new enemies that you do not see in the main game. And once you beat that, you'll unlock a configuration menu, where you can change the amount of maximum lives you have, you can change the amount of maximum life bar you can have, and you can even check out a sound test where you can view all the game's sounds and music. But that's only if you beat Extra Mode. But you know, the funny thing is that when I first beat the game, and I tried to use the cheat code, which I believe is up A select, I wondered, wouldn't it be cool if down B select did something? And I actually tried that, without knowing anything about the debug menu code, and it turned out that I actually discovered it early. And here we are flying to the final boss of Stage 4, but like, out of the... you know what I mean. I don't know why I said final boss. Anyway, we could just go into the final boss room, but there's actually a really cool Easter egg here. Where you can use that moon as a door. And you can find all sorts of cool items. Ah, darn. Well, that will need that anyway, because this is such an easy game. And there we have it. So, as you can see here, we're in a sort of a hub room, where we can see the faces of previous bosses that we defeated, all Mega Man style. Okay, so that's a weird glitch, where you can shoot things and swallow things at the same time if you swallow after you shoot. Alright, let's hit it in the schnoz. Oh, darn it. Let's hit him in the schnoz. Okay. And as you can see, it isn't just bosses. We also have little bits of stage inspired by the, previous stages that we've been to so far. And is it weird that I'm Kirby collecting Kirbys? Probably not. Probably happens all the time in Kirby's life. Oh shoot! Anyway, if you die in this place, then you're going to have to go back to the beginning of the stage. Whereas typically, if you die in a level, you're just going to respawn at the exact place that you were. And got him. Anyway, I believe if you touch that Gordo there, you will instantly die. And I have died to that Gordo more times than I would like to say. Anyway, now we're on to the final section. This is kind of reminiscent of that bonus area we experienced during the end of last episode. Okay, we got a flying Kirby there, and now we're fighting this boss again, Krako. See if we can beat him with only 2 health. I just love messing around with like the movement in this game, and I died. Oh well, that doesn't matter too much. And we're back. Let's hit him in the eyeball. Sure, we'll go with that. Anyway, now we are on to the very final boss of the game. King DDD himself. Let's do this. And see if we can beat him with only half of a life bar. We're already doing really good. Let's see if I can beat him without taking any damage. That'd be pretty sweet. Can we do it? Oh my word. And we got him. Thank you for watching. So I really hope you'd enjoyed it. And I plan on playing more games in the future, of course, other than this one. But I'm just starting with this one as it is simple, it's easy, and I just figured that it'd be a good game to start off with. Anyway, let's just enjoy the credits here. What a long, long 10-minute journey. I really love this music. And so many players. HAL Laboratory Incorporated and Nintendo. Thank me for playing. Well, thank you for giving me such a great game to play. Man, I bet this game would look a lot better if any other Kirby games hadn't came out. Because every other Kirby game except for this one is so much better and more interesting. Anyway, as you can see, we do have the cheat code right here. And thank you for watching. This has been Triple-067, and I'll see you next time.